Feels great to be back right here on the show called Yatu Vibes by Many by Prime TV. I'm super excited. Studio, but today we get to have PMC. How are you doing? Mabwelanso pano pa Yatu Vibes tina wa guest watu wametuno kamba nao pa Many pa Prime TV. I'm super excited. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Natasha. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through.
Really well. I'm just happy to be home, spending time with my family. I missed my cousins, my grandparents, so I'm just happy to be home. Very grateful.
So a few people might not know about this. Trust me, I was just checking out how people were just sharing about people voting for you.
Yes.
I saw these role models. What is she representing us for? Maybe can you just tell us a brief on what was going on in Poland?
Definitely. So I had the opportunity to represent our beautiful country, Zambia. So I went to Poland for 3 weeks, where I competed amongst other countries, women in other countries. And so basically what happened is we just went there, we all competed for the crown. Unfortunately, Zambia did not win the crown, but thankfully, when we went there, we really proved that Zambians really, really rallied behind me. And even the judges, while I was there, they were asking, how come Zambians have supported you so much? We've never seen this overwhelming responsive support. And I was like, absolutely, my country really, really showed out to support me. So I was really, really grateful.
I was doing a research. Big ups to Alice. I was doing my research only to find out that she was pushing so hard. And I don't know how true this is. I hear that she's also your manager.
So Alice is not only my manager, my national director, but she is also my cousin.
Okay.
So Alice has been just the biggest influencer for me, and she's one of the main reasons why I was actually able to go and have the opportunity to go and represent Zambia. So I know we've had Messi Mkwiza, who represented Zambia 4 years ago, and she was the first ever Zambian to go and represent our country on a national stage in Supranational. But after that, we hadn't had a representative. And so I just shared some interest with her because I know she had been to Miss World, she had been to Miss Universe. Hey, I would love to join kind of this industry. And so she really helped me and kind of helped groom me to kind of where I am today. So she's really my biggest influence.
Before we talk about too much on what you were doing in Poland, maybe let's try to find out a brief story about you and how you found yourself in this model world sector. And when you share this story with your parents, I know one of the biggest challenges that youths we have is sharing our dreams to our parents, telling them, saying, I want to be an artist, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be this. Few parents would support. Definitely. How was it when you were just sharing this story?
You know, I've been really, really fortunate to have very, very supportive parents. My parents are probably my biggest influences in life, and you've even seen them at the airport. My dad, my parents, my mom. They just support me so much. My mom is actually my manager because she is just my biggest fan, as well as my dad. But I feel like the reason my parents were able to support me so well is because I graduated last year, so I was able to complete my school. I've had a great education. I feel like I've been a good child to them. So naturally, when I got to this age, and I explained to them I would love to join this industry, they were very supportive, and they didn't really worry that I would become spoiled or the industry would change me, because I know who I am and they know who they've raised. But yeah, I've got very, very, very supportive parents in this industry.
Like we talk about African countries, we almost have the same struggle. It doesn't matter whether we are from Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe. If we tupita bofia paranafi. You would think but that band would be the scary one. But that band ever back on number one, but I thought he is my biggest fan. In fact, I actually spoke to my dad first before Naranti and my mom. But that day mom, and from there it's just been all positive energies from them. They've never given me, and they've never said no. They've never given me any pushback. They've just told me, they said,
just stay true to yourself. I'm going to represent country over in to support because I thought to feel so much. You know, I'm going there, I'm uplifting our foundation, I'm also bringing recognition to my country. So for them, it was a very positive thing to support me in.
Maybe run us through some of the myths that you have, before this one, some of the things that you have...
So, Nishinari Mwaiche, Narechta modeling sana. My parents, especially my mom, went into modeling schools. I used to model like Kuma shopping malls, Shanshani. And then I took a break from that because, again, focusing on school. And then after that, really the main thing that I picked up in modeling was here at Miss Supranational. So I was really, really fortunate that coming out back into the modeling world, I was able to go on an international stage, which is really, really unheard of. So yeah, I was really, really blessed and fortunate.
So there's something that's been going on for a while now in regards with models and also the I don't know if I can call it a norm.
Okay.
In regards with to get where you're supposed to get. Okay? It's something that has been trending mostly in the women's sector.
Sure.
And it's something that I've come to find out that this is why most parents won't advise their kids to take this as professional.
Definitely.
In your case, how has it been?
Yeah. Honestly, it's a story that I've heard before. It's a story that I've heard a lot of men and women talk about, and I definitely believe it's one that is definitely popular no matter where you are, whether you're in Zambia or you're, Kumbi. I definitely feel like this is definitely part of the industry. But I really believe that we have to change the status quo. Because in I have a good job. I make more money than a lot of people make.
Just have you heard the party for Mungawapera?
I was able to support myself and financially to go to Miss Supranational, which cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and the only support I received was from my family. So I feel like that scenario might only apply to maybe women who might need a little bit of extra support, but then also maybe ones who might be easily taken advantage of. So my advice would be know who you are. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't sell yourself short because you're so beautiful. And you don't need to do anything to get anywhere in life. All you need to do is follow your dreams. And the ones who are going to support you will support you. And the ones that won't. And that's kind of my 2 cents about that.
But has anyone tried to approach you and maybe, no story?
I don't know why. I just know they have not. I don't know if it's because just of the way I carry myself, because you attract the attention that you give. So me, the way I walk is I'm very respectful. When people come to me, I keep boundaries in my life. So yeah, no, nobody's ever tried anything like that with me before.
Who are you more comfortable with, your father or your mother? Sharing some. It
depends, but depends on what I'm talking about. I really feel like I'm closest to my dad, depending on the situation. But more so my mom for like more serious things. My dad and we've got a very fun relationship. So maybe if like I want to go out or want to go do something, I can go to my dad. Or if it's about business related, because he's a businessman, he's in mining. If I want to talk about my education, if I want to talk about work, if I want to talk about the economy, if I want to talk about things like that, or I want to meet people in high places, I go talk to my dad. And then the more sensitive topics, I go talk to my mom.
Okay.
Just naturally. Yeah.
Interesting. Is being a model something that can pay your bills?
Definitely.
Has it been giving back in terms of maybe feeling like, okay, I'm investing something? Every career starts with investment.
Definitely.
Okay, you need to put in for you to get something. How has it been in your? Yeah.
So in my particular case right now, for me, my biggest focus has not been getting paid for doing the things that I do, because my dreams are so much bigger, and my plans are just so much bigger. Like for me, I'm in a place now where I want to invest in myself, in that stage that you're talking about, in the investment stage. And you have to invest in yourself first before others can invest in yourself. So, which is why I speak about, going to Miss Supranational and why I felt it's okay for me to invest in myself as much as I did, because I have to invest in myself so others can do the same. But I do believe that in the long term, there really is a business where you can, you can survive off modeling or off the entertainment industry and thrive.
Interesting. Yeah. So when we came to the airport with your family, a very amazing family, by the way, just in case someone is watching right now, very welcoming, by the way. Yeah. So when I posted one of the pictures, someone was my neck. They've been trying to talk to you, one of the biggest artists, saying, yo, man, PMC, connect me to this person. Not just that artist, but the feedback has been amazing back home right here as well. So I'm trying to get to call him right now.
Okay.
His name is Chile One.
Okay.
So hoping that he gets to pick up. But as I'm waiting for him to pick up right there, do you feel like, okay, so support was there,
yes,
but do you feel like there's so much that was still needed to be done?
Definitely. Definitely. I feel like also too, pageants aren't really a thing that's very well known in Zambia. So definitely I feel like...
Okay, so someone is here. I don't know if we can see him on screen. Are we able to put this? Okay, can we maybe? Yeah. So that's Chile One. But Chile. Babos, munifia. Mwa pondo na tao tumike fe pa TV pano mulande vina ba Savena.
Mulishani.
Mr Zambia, Mr
Zambia. So she's here, man. This is your sport, man. She's here. Talk to her. I was telling her about you. The sad part is that but she knows your songs. Imagine.
You know how much I've been wanting to talk to her.
Okay.
I actually never found.
Like, okay.
So after I saw one of I need to find a way to talk to her. You remember the day I called you?
Yeah, I do remember. I do remember. Yeah, I do remember when you did that. But yeah, you guys can talk.
Hey.
How are you?
You okay?
I'm well, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. I don't know about you.
Why?
I'm one pushing
Okay, that's it. So, I'm quiet. Okay. I'm sure the management will respond back to you, man.
Yeah.
So I just wanted her to know you, and also she can't give you the feedback now, but she has to talk to the management. Then later she will get back to you.
And I would love it.
Yeah. Man, have an amazing one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tanzania. All right, bro. Have an amazing one. So he's one of the artists that also approached me. Roberto as well gave his amazing feedback.
Thank you.
They were super proud, saying, you know, it's rare when we see other people doing something different and they get to appreciate what you're doing. And it's something that we've been preaching for a long time, saying we are one Zambia and one nation. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Definitely.
We all need to support one another. Anything that you'd like to say in regards with the support that's been coming through?
Definitely. No, I mean, there's just so many people to thank. There's so many people to thank, and I don't want to leave any names out, but I definitely want to start off by thanking my family. My family has gone above and beyond. They've supported me, and they've given me the confidence that I needed. I want to support, I don't want to call them my fans, I want to call them my family, my Zambian family. The ones that supported me, the ones who didn't know me but still supported me. I'm so grateful for that. Because honestly, while I was working in stage, I just kept thinking about all the amazing people who were watching and who were supporting me. But I also want to thank all the people who helped post me, who helped give me a space to communicate much like this, especially yourself. So yeah, I'm just really grateful for the people that posted me, my national director, all the Zambian stars who helped share, all the websites, all the media outlets that supported me, because it really helped to get not only my name out there, but also my message out there. And my message is, I want to make Zambia proud. I want to just share all the amazing things that Zambia has to offer, all the tourism, because I really believe that if we can increase the tourism in Zambia, Zambia is gonna go a really long way, because we've got so many amazing things, and I really, 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 really want more people to know about that.
Your advice to a young person who's watching and they look up to you, you might not know.
Yeah.
They follow you too much, and they love what you've been doing. You've been a role model in their life.
Sure.
What should they expect in the business that you are in?
Definitely expect
Frustration in every business is there. Sometimes you feel like things are not working out.
Definitely. Things are not always going to go the way that you planned. But you have to leave a little bit of room for disappointment. You have to leave a little bit of room for the unexpected, because that's just how life is. But that shouldn't stop you from putting your best foot forward, for putting 120% in everything that you do. You should never focus on just focus on the journey. You get my point? And just stay true to who you are, because at the end of the day, people can always see through if you're trying to be something that you're not. Mamona, you can only be different but for so long, you know, so just stay true to who you are. No matter what you do in life, stay true to who you are, and people will love you for who you are. And the ones that won't. And that's kind of my 2 cents about that, because in life I've noticed people either really love me or they don't, right? But it won't affect me, because I'm authentic. I'm who I am on a daily basis. And yeah, so that's really my advice for the young girls out there watching, all the boys as well, who are watching. Just definitely stay true to who you are.
Amazing. So what should we expect after this? You're back home. There's always more work.
Definitely.
And expectations are high now. Anything else that we should expect from you?
Definitely. You know, I would love to really get engraved in the Zambian economy. Any events that are going on, I would love. I know a lot of fans have talked about doing meet and greets. So I would really love to organize something like that. But then also, I would love to really meet prominent leaders in Zambia. I'd love to possibly meet the First Lady, meet our President, Hakainde Hichilema. I would love to meet him, as well as really any artists, Miss Zambia. I would love to meet Miss Natasha as well. So just really seeing how we can help move the industry forward. I'm only here as to bring the lessons that I've learned for the next contestants, and really just making sure that we continue the representation that we have this year, and really make sure that we have representation each year going forward. That's really what I'd love to do while I'm here in Zambia.
Are we doing the right thing? That could be my last question. Are we doing the right thing in terms of models in Zambia? The growth, and also helping them from what you learned, where you were.
Yeah.
And I know there's a point that you were also attending some of the local model events.
Sure.
With the comparison with what you learned and coming back home, is there something that you feel needs to be worked on?
Definitely. So one of the biggest things that I've learned is, one, we need to remove the stigma from pageants. We need to really start to understand what it really means to be in pageants and modeling. Modeling is one thing, but pageants is another. Pageants is really something where you go with a cause. All the women that are walking on that stage, they have a foundation. They're bringing tourism to their country. One, removing the stigma of pageants and modeling. It's not just being a pretty face on TV. You get my point? There's just so much more that's attributed to that, and I think it's high time we start giving models and pageants and people in the entertainment industry the credit that they deserve. But also other things that I've learned, I really believe that we can include is really working hand in hand with the government. Countries that really win have a ton of support, not only from people in the country, but from the government. Because when we stand a contestant out there, that contestant is not only representing themselves, they're representing an entire country. I feel like having set organizations that are where women can go and compete, and then they're gonna be sent to these pageants to go and represent us, and then also having the support, whether it's sponsorship from the government alongside, you know, other designers in Zambia or any people who can donate. That is really what I've learned and what sets people apart, because it doesn't matter how good you are, how well you speak. You're only one person. Every girl that's there has something special. That's why they're there. But what's going to set them apart is the support that they have from their country and the support that they have from their government. Because when organizations are choosing who to work with, they don't want to work with a country that they have to start from scratch. they want to work with the country when they go there, they already have established rules. And they, you know, when they go there, they know that they have the support from the government, they're going to be fine. They have support from industries, their national directors, and just so much. So I really believe just focusing on how we can uplift the women, making sure they have sponsorships from their organizations, but as well as government.
It was great having a conversation with you. I wish we could go on and on. In case Prime TV.
Natasha sana for having me. Hello, nishnafkire kono abantu bari, they just love me so much. Mamoneni. But ningu fasana pamtima, not like, I'm just so overwhelmed. I really, really am. But I'm just really grateful, Natasha sana, for bonseva abantu abachitire votes. Ngamune for kumbona to apanga plan. You guys can inbox me on Instagram or Facebook. Tuakumana. At least to adanshani yako. But Natasha sana fe bonseva yaba isefe yaba vote ya verenchita support. Challenge kata sana kumtimero na Natasha sana. But nakuno will continue just uplifting Zambia.
It's sad that she's only on Instagram. I was checking on Facebook.
I have a Facebook account.
Okay.
I have a Facebook account, Savena Mushinge.
Okay.
It's the same as my Instagram.
Twitter?
I don't use Twitter.
Okay, you need also to be on TikTok.
I need to, TikTok, okay. You know what? When I was in Mr Supranational, we were doing a lot of TikToks.
Yeah.
So I have a TikTok. It's just not as popular.
Yeah.
Instagram is my main thing. But I know a lot of Zambians baba Facebook. So I'm also going to try and start using my Facebook as much. I've been trying to focus on that. So I'm going to focus on Facebook and I
Amazing. It was great having a conversation. So this has been Yatu Vibes Pamene Pan Prime TV, grilling out to each and every person who's been watching this show from your studio PMC right here.
Chimopaga chili lelo, nemwino wakunjipikilo munkoyo. Ifisa shinentoyo, waniwa kolopa wonsenge chikolopo. Shubi maimuno mometi, umebe bamdarati. Kale kanumendo katemeno kutuma foni bagatika mushigu. Kalila banankwelelo, wala fika bali mushira. Umebe shweba kuchaume, fwe mpalume la kupalamina kufika. Nandana mapongoshi. Wema kuchamba tulesa, webene bano teka, webene bano no, mukashina katondo, webene bampoto, dana keni pwefya kuteka teka. What done to me? Cause I want everybody to see that you and I were meant to be. Keep on calling my name, let everybody know. Tell them that we can never fall apart. I'm here to stay, going anywhere. Nakushama mituka papa na fe. Konse kokaya, na nevo konkaya tusisha.